The transition from anger to heresy is probably one of the wildest rides we have in the game.
The City of Dis is really the classical fire and brimstone hell.
You're in hell proper. There's more fire. There's more darkness.
The punishment there for the heretics is to suffer for all eternity in a stone box on fire.
This is the devil's backyard. You're now in the show. In the poem, the souls that go to hell are referred to as shades. Poor bastards who are going to be tortured for eternity because of really poor choices that they made in life.
Abandon all hope.
The Inferno, in a lot of ways, if it has any one single point, is that you choose to sin or to not sin. I wanted moments in the game where players had to make a kind of moral choice.
Do I want to be a total bastard, or do I want to be a nice guy?
The more holy actions you take, the more powerful your cross is. The more people that you're slicing up with the soul-reaving scythe, the more powerful and unholy you become.
Just that second-to-second moment where you're going to either just slice their head off, or maybe you use the cross, exorcise them, and save their soul.
If you choose the unholy path, you become more like the devil every step of the way.
The game has one story, and there's a great story there, but there's a lot of different ways to play. A lot like life, it's hard to be holy, but the reward is much greater.
Gracious, gracious Lord.
Look, when you're talking about hell, it's hard to avoid the topic of religion.
I don't think we could have made this game without talking about religion in some form. We have a level themed around heresy, right? How can you talk about heresy without religion?
Yes, it's dealing with kind of Christian themes and Christian mythology, but it's also dealing with a lot of ancient mythologies and a lot of folklore. When you read it, it's very, very fantastical. It's like reading a fantasy novel.
Dante Alighieri, when he wrote the text, he was actually exiled from Florence at the time. He wrote this poem that took a lot of his contemporaries and placed them in hell.
There's no question that he throws a few bishops and popes and priests under the bus. We definitely have had some people say this is something EA shouldn't be doing, or we're desecrating the original poem. I just don't agree. We've taken it pretty seriously.
Without being literal and bound by the exact text, because come on, that would suck as a game.
It is a video game, and we took liberties, there's no doubt.
Controversy around the game will probably center around very mature imagery.
I have had some concerns at night about receiving things in the mail that I didn't want to receive.
I've been called a baby killer, so it can't get much worse than that.
As you exit Heresy, a world of pure fire is left behind. You see below you a river of boiling blood. You're now descending into violence.